Welcome to a new thing I call Forged of Steel. Today we will be making this thing right here into Captain America's shield. Let's go. As you can see, it's pretty rusty, so I'll be taking some steel wool and going over it to remove all the rust. Right now I'm scrubbing it off just in case there's any rust or dirt left on it. Right now I am going over it with a wire wheel grinder, and it finishes it off more so it looks more shiny and it has less rust. It looks a lot better now that I've gone over it with that. So, there you go. Right now we're getting the torch ready so we can cut holes into the shield. Now we're doing the other side. Yeah, that's good. I like when it goes through. Oh, it says sparking and everything. There we go. Now we just wait for it to cool down.
11 minutes later.
We're touching up the melted metal that's around the holes. It's so loud that I have to go outside to talk, but right now he is touching up the inside of the shield. The ultimate goal here is to try to make these holes big enough so we can fit one of these into there. Makes your hands super dirty just doing this for a while. I turned off the lights in the shed, and now we're gonna go back inside. So I just used the drill and drilled some holes into this right here, and it should fit perfectly like that so we can have our first strap. And then I'm gonna do that exact same thing, but for this other strand right here. And there you go. The second one is all done. So I roughly put the straps on, and as you can see, it looks pretty good. It still needs some touching up so we can get the bolts in all the way. But other than that, it's starting to look like a shield. The files that are ordered to make the holes bigger so we can fit the bolts all the way in won't come for a couple of days. So I'll continue the project when we get those.
The next day.
So I got the basic star design right here, and I'm just gonna be cutting on the lines and cutting it out so it'll look like a star. So I got the edges sanded off. I'm gonna try to spray paint it white. I'm not sure if it's gonna do anything, but I'm gonna try. There we go. So I tried to take a shortcut and it didn't really work out. So I'm just gonna put some tape on and redo the white part, and then put more tape on and redo the red part again.
1 hour later.
Okay, so I've tried a lot of techniques with painting. It hasn't worked out that well. I've been going over it with the steel wire brush. I got my 6-pack of files. I'm gonna be filing this off just like I did the other night, but I will be using the square file instead of the circle file. So I'm just gonna be setting it right into this clamp, and then I will be going over it with the file. It took a while, but I got the first one to fit. I just purchased some nuts and bolts that would fit better, and I also started to tape up the shield so I can correctly paint it this time. I'm gonna be painting it red first, so I'm taping up where it's white and blue. So I got that all taped up, and I will be putting a couple of layers on over the course of a couple days, and we'll see how it turns out. So I was painting the shield and I found this little one, and she belongs all the way over here with her friends. She must have escaped though. I finished the first layer. I'm gonna let that dry and then I'll do the next one. Now I'm going to put some more tape around the red area so I can paint it white. This type of paint takes a lot longer to dry, so the white step will be a little more difficult. But when that's done, I will be taking off this tape and most of the tape in the middle and maybe retaping it a little bit, and then I will be spray painting the center part blue, like this.
Later.
This is all finished drying, and now what I will be doing is I will be taping up around here and painting this blue.
1 hour later.
I just finished everything, and now I will get to take all of the tape off and we'll see how it looks. I got all the tape peeled off and I think it looks amazing. I might have to do some touching up, but other than that, I think it looks pretty cool. So I have some epoxy on the other side of the star, which is this stuff right here. It's a plastic bonder, but it's really sticky. And I'm gonna have to mix it up and spread it across this right here. So now I'll be putting this right onto the shield like that. so we needed to apply weight onto it, so we put some flour and ketchup right on top of it. So you just wait 15 minutes and then it should be dry and ready to go. I'm back here in the shed and we'll be using the grinder to grind off these bolts. And here's a spoiler for one of my upcoming videos. We didn't use the method that I planned, but we got those shortened down so it's less irritating on my hand. And I put washers underneath these so it doesn't rip through the leather. I got that all finished up, which means the shield is completely done. Here's what it looks like on the inside, and here's what it looks like on the outside. Now I'm gonna try to destroy some stuff with it. We'll see how it works. Cut a big old hole in that one. This is the end of the video. If you liked the video or the shield and how it turned out, leave a like down below and subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you for watching.